it's Brandon with Voodoo Forge. Now, this is not, I'm not blacksmithing, but this is just kind of generally dude related here. It may interest you to know that 9 times out of 10, if you check my pocket, the pocket knife that I'm going to be carrying is a Swiss Army knife. I have carried one for, I don't know, over 30 years. So it'd be 33 years. I've owned 6 of them. I still own 5 of the 6 I've owned. But this size, the 90 whatever millimeter Swiss Army knife is what I have carried for years. And I've got, right now I've got 2 this size that I swap back and forth. And then I've got a couple that carried these for years, and the scales came off of them. And yeah, I just took one and threw it in the console in the truck, and the other one I had in a little first aid kit of mine. But a buddy of mine pointed out, he's like, why don't you fix those? And I'm like, fix what? The plastic handle came off. And he's like, no, you can get new ones. And I had never thought about it. Just never crossed my mind. I'm sure if I'd put some thought into it, I would have figured it out. But yeah, you can get new handles for them. Matter of fact, you can send them back to Victorinox, and they'll fix them up for you. But and I got to looking, and there's a really interesting Swiss Army world out there where they you know, there are people making custom ones and all of that. And so anyway, I ordered some scales, and I just thought I'd show you me putting them on. These are my 2 sets of replacement scales, and I ordered them from 2 different places on Etsy. The larger ones here, they got here in about a week. The 84 millimeter, I believe. They took a little over a month to get here, but I'm not upset about it because they came from Ukraine. So yeah, it seems like it makes sense that they would take a minute to get here. But there's nothing really to changing these out from what I've seen. I'm no expert. There are experts. There's a lot of videos on doing this on the YouTube here. Probably people that are better at it than me. That's it. Pop it off. Just like that. You can see on the back, you know, the rivet holes have to line up. Is that on there? Nah, it's not on there yet. Okay, now most people seem to be really worried about scratching the scales. It's going to be a pocket knife that I use. So I'm trying this clamp. I don't think that quite did it. I'm going to get a different kind of clamp. Okay, so this didn't work. Get it seated all the way. Is it on there? Yeah, right here. This is what looks like most people are using. Yeah, looks like it's on there. All right. On this side. Yeah, that's it. That's all there is to it. New scales on there. Now I can put all my doodads in here. That goes on this side. There you go. Yeah, right there. It's too thick. Ink pen. Cat that wants in the shop. Yeah, I've never had a ink pen on my pocket knife before. Tweezers, which I use all the time. This is another new thing I didn't know about until recently. There's a place right here behind the screwdriver of the corkscrew for a straight pen. And straight pens are good, you can see, talking about me seeing, for digging out stickers. If you don't know what a sticker is, you've lived a charmed life. Splinters. This is a little Phillips head. This is a little Phillips head screwdriver. And there we go. Good as new. Well, that's all there is to it. I'm not putting these things on there because that's ridiculous. I don't need that. By the way, when I was looking at stuff for this video, I discovered there are these entire, like there's channels and groups on the internet and people who discuss EDC, which is everyday carry, which is the shit that they carry in their pockets every day. And it is absolutely ridiculous. And I watched like an hour and a half of these videos in a row. So maybe it's not that ridiculous. But I'll show you my normal EDC. Normal day, just putting on pants and walking out in the shop. Swiss Army knife, old Surefire, Bic lighter, Bliss sticks, I like it better than chapstick, and a little bitty 22. That's it. That's my EDC. Well, that was easy enough, and these two will be back in the rotation now. Of course, one of them's green, one of them's black, so if I drop them, they won't be as easy to find. But there are a ton of different scales and modifications you can do to a Swiss Army knife. I really recommend you look some of it up. It is really interesting. People are putting Spyderco blades on them. I hope I'm saying that right. But anyway, this was the thing I was doing in the shop, so I figured I would share it with you. So I hope y'all got something out of this and y'all behave yourself.